G'day, it's Pete here, and I'm here for Hang 10, episode 19. I can't believe we've already done up to 19 episodes worth of Hang 10. If you haven't seen Hang 10 before, what it is I email out a Lin file so you can get the deal file, play the boards yourself, and then compare with what I do here. So anyway, I'll get into it, and I hope you enjoy it. 1 diamond pass. Okay, so here I have 14 points, and so we've got enough points for game, and we've got a diamond fit, so I want to make a forcing diamond raise. Now the robots actually play a convention called inverted minors, where a 2 diamond bid is 10 plus points, not 10 to 12, but 10 or more. So I can start with that and then see where we want to get to. 3 no trumps from my partner. 18 to 19 high card points, partial stop. So we have at least 32 or 33 points. We have a diamond fit. So I think I want to make a move towards slam. I'm just seeing what my options are. So 4 no trumps here isn't key card, it's just quantitative, so that's not quite good enough for me. It is a 14 count, but my hand's good enough that I'd want to force to slam. So I can bid 4 diamonds, which is forcing. My partner bid 5 diamonds. I would have really liked to have done key card, but I guess I'll just give 6 diamonds a shot. And it looks like we're about to make 13 tricks here. Oh no, just 12. Diamonds with 3 now, that's pretty unlucky. 7 diamonds or 7 no trumps is a really good contract. So here, diamonds are 3-0. So we've got 1 diamond loser. Other than that, we've got 3 spades, 2 heart tricks, 4 club tricks, and all the diamonds. So you really want to be able to get to 7 on this hand. So bidding 4 no trumps, clearly not enough, but that'll get you to 6 no trumps or something. Because partner's got a maximum, they're forced to slam if you bid 4 no trumps. But still, it's just a bit unfortunate. Like, I think if you manage to get to 7 on this hand, you've done really well. Now, my partner, I don't like their 5 diamond bid. Their maximum, they have 4 diamonds. Now, when I bid 4 diamonds, I think that's slam trying setting diamonds. Interested in a bit more. So I think my partner should just Q bid. I've got a maximum hand, they've got 4 card diamond support. So I can Q bid 4 hearts. I can bid 4 no trumps key card. We can find out we've got all the key cards, but we're missing the queen of trumps. So unless you know for certain that you've got a 10 card diamond fit, you'll probably stay out of Grand Slam, which is good today, but usually not good. I don't think it's clear that you've got a 10 card diamond fit, so pretty tricky to get to Grand Slam. But well done if you managed to get there. Unfortunately, you got punished for your good bidding. Anyway, that was hand 1. Let's move on to hand number 2. 10, 15, unbalanced 15, triple 4, 1. Not going to open this one a no trump because of my stiff heart. Some people occasionally do. I don't really like it. With most triple 4, 1 shapes, I tend to open a diamond, but with a singleton red suit, or heart in this case, it doesn't matter if you open a club or a diamond. But when I'm 4-4 in the minors, I prefer opening 1 diamond. Anyway, a diamond, a heart, a spade, 2 spades. So my partner is minimum with a spade fit. Now I've got 15 highs and a singleton heart, so I'm up around the 18 count. But my singleton's in my partner's favourite suit, so I don't feel like it's as good as it could be. Now, This hand's still worth an invite, I think, so I'll bid 3 spades, and that's where I buy it. Yeah, so my singleton heart's really not pulling its weight here. Okay, so let's make a plan. Actually, I just realized that the first board wasn't actually part of the Hang 10 file. I forgot to click redeal, so you didn't get that luxury of getting that one. So this is Hang 10 episode 1. Hang 10 episode 19, board 1. So you get a special treat, you get 11 boards, but you can only play 10 of them. So counting my losers, I've got a heart, I've got at least 1 diamond, but I've got sort of 2 or 3 diamonds. I've got a couple of clubs and a spade. West led a low heart. I was vaguely thinking about sticking the 9 in because I know that West doesn't have the ace. But my issues are I don't have enough entries to the north hand to take a roughing finesse in hearts and get back there and all that stuff. So if I had lots of entries to the north hand, I'd stick in the 9. But I'll just put in the king. Spade. So how many entries do I want to my partner's hand? I don't believe that ace switched away from the king. That would be kind of odd. So I think that West has the king of spades. Now if I play a low spade here, I'll definitely have 1 entry. If I stick in the queen of spades, I might be able to get myself 2 entries. But that would be really bad if East did have the king of spades, because then I can't repeat the finesse. But I can't see any reason for East to want to switch to a spade here, especially if they've got the king. So I'll put in the queen because I want more entries to the north hand. Okay, good. So now I've got 2 entries, whereas if I played low, I wouldn't have. Alright. So, played the heart. So I can take a couple of discards, and the question is, what do I want to discard? I think I want to discard a couple of diamonds, but I don't need to rush into it. But if I discard 2 diamonds, I might be able to take double finesses and clubs. So I think that's the way to go. Okay. And I can draw trumps at this stage. I might have reconsidered if I saw they were 4-1. Throw my other diamond away. Club up. They get a diamond trick. My club's a winner, and I can trump that one and give them a diamond. So making 9 for the real first hand of Hang 10. Interesting hand there. So I can only make 9 tricks. So I start with a heart. And I think the main point of interest here was what entries did I want to my partner's hand. So when they returned a spade, I played the counterintuitive queen of spades just to sort of set up some more entries there. Because that way I had 2 entries, so I could lead clubs up twice and things like that. I think you're still okay if you put in the queen, play a low one and only have 1 entry. But it's a bit of a messier play hand after that. Anyway, that was Hang 10 episode 1. Passed. So I'm vulnerable against Knot. Second seat with Queen Jack 10 9 to 6 clubs. So this is a clear pass. I can't open a weak 2 in clubs, and I definitely am not preempting 3 clubs at this vulnerability. I would also pass this if it was a diamond suit instead of clubs and did have a weak 2. being vulnerable against not, I don't think Queen Jack 10 is good enough of suit quality to actually preempt. You usually want better than that. So when you're vulnerable against not, I don't think the general rule of that people often spout, which is 2 of the top 3 or 3 of the top 5 and 6 to 9 points is enough. Because my hand's just not good enough vulnerable against not. So 1 no, pass, 3 no. East, I was about to say I expect will come down with a diamond suit because they didn't look for it at the majors, and it doesn't look like they have clubs looking at my hand, so I was expecting this. So just what you're expecting from the East hand to come down. 9 highs, opposite my 6. We've got, so 15 between us, 25 in the missing hand, so my partner's got 8 to 10 points. The diamond suit looks like it's all set up, so I don't like our odds of beating this. My partner rose with the king of spades. Now, why would they do that? They might just being robots and realise that it doesn't actually matter. But West can't have 6 spades, so it's not a singleton spade. So they might rise from king jack tight. They might put in the king. That's sort of the only real holding I expect for them to hop up with the king of spades here, which will give West 5 spades. But I'm not locking it in. It seems strange that the robots might do something like that. Yeah, so my partner doesn't have king jack tight, just king doubleton. Okay, so here they made a bad play. You don't actually want to put up the king because I had 10-3 spade. So West actually had a guess in spade. So if it went, well, firstly, I doubt West was going to finesse the spade because if that lost, they might go down on the hearts. And secondly, if they did finesse, they still had to guess whether my partner had king doubleton spade or if I had 10 doubleton spade. They had a couple of ways they could play the suit. Making 12 tricks. So we can hold it to 11, but nothing that odd. My partner was a bit stuffed there. Okay, hand number 3. Nice easy 1 spade opening. My partner bid a no trump. Now the robots play forcing no trump. So anyway, I've got an unbalanced hand. Whether I was forcing or not, I would have still bid 2 diamonds here. And they're trying to show a 3-card limit raise, 10 to 12 points with a fit. Now I've got 12 points in a singleton, so my hand's worth 15. Easy 4 spade bid here. Okay. Alright, well it looks like I got my work cut out for me on this hand, because I've got 3 diamond losers and a heart loser. So my legitimate chances are sort of that there's a queen doubleton heart. I'm just trying to work out if I've got any other excuse me, if I've got any other real chances. So if there's not a doubleton queen of hearts, what else can I do? So I got 4 diamond losers and a heart. I might be able to get rid of my 4th diamond loser by the suit being 3-3, but that heart's looking ominous, so I might also have a spade loser if spades are 4-1, But when the contract's that dire, I don't think you're worrying about that sort of stuff you want to concern yourself with. I don't have enough entries to dummy to do any dummy reversal or anything. So I might just start and work on diamonds for the moment. I'm hoping that the opponents break the hearts for me. And they have. Okay. Would East lead away from the Queen of Hearts here? Alright, so let's think, what are my other options? So, diamond went small, 10, king, diamond to the ace. My other options are pretty dire in that the person that has, like, if East has 4 diamonds and 3 spades, I might be able to do something, but I just hope they let away from the Queen. But it didn't work. Okay, and we'll try and draw trumps. Spades are 3-3, so I got no more losers there. Ah, it was Doubleton Queen. So they gave me an option I didn't really have, so I was slightly skeptical about whether to take it or not. Yeah, so my legitimate chance was playing for either opponent to have Doubleton Queen of Hearts, or I could have played for a misdefense, and I ended up choosing for the misdefense. It's not clear what I should have done, but as it turns out, the Queen was dropping, and not playing for that would have worked a treat. Wonder how you guys all played. Did you take your legitimate chance or the misdefense? Now this is often a interesting choice in bridge because your opponents do make mistakes. You have to choose what's more likely. They also got in and switched to a low heart, which made me more encouraging that they led away from the Queen, whereas some people would lead like the 7 of hearts, and that would talk me out of it. But the robots sort of just pick random cards every now and then. Alright, hand number 3 that was. So that was a pretty interesting hand. So giving you some leeway to beat me down. Nice easy 1 spade overcall. And my partner bid 2 clubs, which is a Q-raise, maximum hand with maximum passed hand with support. Now I've just got a bare 11 points, so I'm not interested, so I'll just go back to 2 spades. And the East bid to 3 clubs. Now, I want an extra trump or something to compete to 3 spades. And didn't do that, and doesn't look like my partner's got a 4th spade either. Jack of hearts, and my partner won the king and then fired a heart back, rather than pushing a spade through. I wonder why they fired the heart back. I'm not sure why my partner overtook to do what I was going to do. But anyway, they were happy. So we've got 3 tricks. I got the king of clubs to come. And we got the queen of clubs, jack of clubs as well. Beat it 2 tricks, nice. Whoa, East only had a 5-card club suit and a... Really? So I was really confused because I was sure that East would have 6 clubs for this bidding. What they did is pretty ludicrous. They open a club. I don't like their double of 2 clubs either. I think they've just said enough of their hand. When the option goes 2 spade to pass, you know, I might reopen with a double and compete. You might push to 3 clubs, but just 1 club, then doubling 2 clubs, then bidding 3 clubs is a completely different hand. No idea why they chose to bid that way. Anyway, we beat that 2 tricks for plus 200. East can get out for down 1 if they guess the club suit. They can play the ace of clubs and then just duck around to clubs, or finesse North's jack by crossing to the heart and leading the 10 of clubs. We can't do much else. If we play, we lose a club, we lose 2 hearts, and we lose 2 or 3 diamonds depending on how we choose to play the diamond suit. So spades is no pretty pitchy. Alright, where are we? Hand number 5. And to go with that I got a 5 count. So it's gone pass to me, and I'm in 3rd seat. So sometimes you think of pulling some shenanigans or anything like that, but vulnerable against not. I don't want to risk anything, so clear pass. And he's transferred to spades and bid game. And West now corrected back to 4 spades, so they've got a fit in spades. Nice 10 count from the dummy here. So they've got all the points they could have for this bidding. And my partner led a low hearts, so they led the 3. So it looks like hearts are 4-3-3-3 around the table, with my partner having 4. Now they haven't underled the ace of hearts, but they might have led away from the queen. Now some people put in like a discovery play of the jack of hearts or something, but that might really dissuade my partner from continuing hearts, so I'll just put in the king. I know my king's going to lose to the ace, but me knowing whether my partner's got the queen of hearts or not is not useful information. And if I put in the jack to find out that information, my partner doesn't know about the king of hearts. Now, to be fair, my partner still doesn't know about the jack of hearts, but they still might choose to play it. Okay. So West won the ace of hearts and started drawing trumps. They didn't consider ducking a heart. Now either they've got lots of tricks, which is possible, or they might have the ace queen of hearts. I really don't know what suit I want my partner's gonna keep. And I still don't really know. I think I can afford a club. And I saw the 10 of hearts here go, so my heart's now good for discarding. I really want to see the diamonds and dummy. Alright. They're not getting back to dummy, so I can afford to split here. Okay. And they cashed a 1 diamond, so there's only 1 diamond left, which is the top diamond, so my diamond's now not useful. And they made. Okay, can we beat that? That's the interesting question. Yes, we can. So let's see what we have to do. So heart leads fine. They're down, and they just played a spade. And another spade. Okay, so I think I need to actually keep my hearts because we can get 2 hearts and 2 clubs. Now, West's hearts are good enough that me throwing my hearts actually cost us a trick here. Now, I don't know why my partner didn't choose to lead the ace of clubs, because ace kings are fantastic leads. And it also clears up a lot for me about what I need to keep or don't need to keep. So it's a bit unfortunate. I had no idea about the club position hearts or anything. I just assumed my partner had better hearts. And when I saw the 2 heart discards from West, I thought my hearts were now not useful anymore when they actually were. Whereas I'd lead the ace of clubs, get an idea about what I want to play, and then you might switch to a heart. Now, as it is, I think if they play 1 top club, they then have to play a heart straight away. But at least makes the defense a hell of a lot easier for me. Anyway, not a great board. And 4 spades making 10. It's a bit of a shame. Ooh, that's a nice one. A lot of red cards here. So I'm going to open. The first dilemma is what to open. Now, I have 18 high card points, and some people might count my hand as, I don't know, a 3 loser hand and open this game force. I really don't think this is worth a game forcing 2 clubs. I might be able to make game opposite nothing, but being able to describe this hand opposite it after I game force is nearly impossible. The next question is, do I open 1 heart or 1 diamond? And I feel if I'm happy to reverse, I should open my diamonds. So here, a diamond double. Okay, a spade. So now I bid 2 hearts and I've shown 5 diamonds and 4 hearts. And I can now bid 3 hearts to show 6 diamonds and 5 hearts. Any weak hand? Okay, so the Robots are playing a convention here. I think it's called Blackout. So North's got a weak hand, but prefers diamonds. My hand's good enough. I'll give 5 diamonds a shot. Yeah, so they got a useful card for me. Not sure if they meant 4 diamonds as forcing or not, but their hand's amazing. I'm glad to see that they responded here with only 5 high card points. I tend to respond with an ace. Anyway, counting my losers, I got 4 heart losers, no spades, no clubs, and a diamond. So I just want to try and trump as many of my hearts as I can. So I've roughed 1, and I'll come back to my hand with a spade rough, and rough another one. And there's only 1 more heart out there, and it's the king. So I don't want them to over rough my heart. If they over rough my heart, I'm still... Doesn't matter if they over rough my heart. Nah, they can over rough. And now I just draw trumps. 4-0 diamonds, that's not great. But meant that I just made 11 tricks instead of 12. Anyway, 5 diamonds making 5. Always cold. Yeah, comfortably make here, even with the 4-0 diamond split. Just need to trump a few hearts, and then I'm home. Pretty simple hand. Main points is to, well, firstly, don't open this at game force. I find that I dislike opening game forces on this hand immensely. Secondly, choosing what to open. If you're happy to reverse, I open my longest suit, and I was clearly happy to reverse here. And I was glad to see my partner responded with their 5 count. One spade, two spades. Okay, I got 6 points, but I don't have a clear bid, so I just pass throughout. Now, Ace said they've got 5 plus hearts and 5 of a minor. And West was interested in the minor, so West will have both minors here. Now, I'm guessing East is something like a 2-5-1-5 or a 3-5-0-5. That's sort of my guesses. Anyway, I'm going to swing my partner's suit. Okay. Ten of spades forced out the ace. Now, West has a reasonable hand for opposite their partners, Michaels. They've got a good fit. Alright, so we now know East's exact shape. They got 5 hearts, 5 clubs, and 2 spades. So the only other trick I'm going to get is the Jack of clubs, and possibly another heart. Sure, I'll take it with the Jack of clubs. And that is the final trick. I don't get my club now anymore. So making 3. So they stopped pretty well there. I thought the West hand might have been worth more than that. Like here, the King Jack of clubs are offside and the Ace Queen of hearts are offside, so that you don't actually make any more tricks. But if you reversed the King of clubs and the Queen of hearts, you're now making 5 clubs. So I think it's probably worth another bid. But they chose well today. Right, that was hand number 7. One heart from my mate. Got a minimum hand with a fit, so happy to raise to 2 hearts. And they forced 4 hearts. Yeah, it didn't matter that I got 3 little hearts or anything like that. We had a fit, so more than happy to go there. And let's see how my partner does. They had a pretty good hand, so it looks like they're making 10 tricks. Let's have a look at how they did it. So they've got 1 club loser, 1 diamond loser, 1 spade loser. Or they can just rough. They can make 11 tricks, I believe. So Jack of clubs and they go up with the ace. They play a heart to the ace. Okay, so they just played really safely here. They gave up a club now. And gave up a heart trick for 10, and they get to trump their spade trick in the end. So they did well there. Their defense, they threw away the Jack of hearts, which might have caused my partner some grief on some hands, but not this one. And my partner could have finessed the heart. I'm not sure there's any real dangers in doing that, but if you lose to the stiff king, and then they play a diamond over and get a club and then possibly a trump promotion. So playing a heart's just nice and safe here. Heart to the ace. Pass to me. 3rd seat favourable. Now we're talking. Balance 13 count. I've just got a pretty routine 1 diamond opening. But I prefer clubs, and if my partner let a club, I'd be happier. So, breaking with the norm, I'll open a club. And West bid a spade. My partner wasn't interested, so I'll just let that go. King of hearts lead. So I think my partner's got ace, king, 3rd heart. Because They led the king and the king held a trick, so I don't think they've led from king doubleton heart. And the robots sometimes lead the king from ace king. And I think they've only got 3 hearts, because if they had more than that they would have doubled. Okay, so what's now? My partner pokes the 8 of clubs through, so they shouldn't have the jack. So I don't want to continue at club. Now, leading a diamond could give away a diamond trick. Got 3. Maybe I could consider leading a club, mainly for the purposes of knocking out that entry to dummy. But let's try a diamond. I don't think a club's going to beat it. Spades broke that way. I think my partner false guided me with the 10 of spades or something. Unfortunate. So they made 1, so we could have beaten that again. So let's see where we went wrong. So heart lead, club switch, low diamond's good. Oh, queen of hearts and then a low diamond, I think is good. Now ace of spades, king of spades. Yeah, so my partner played the 10 and 8 of spades, which confused me. And diamond, and they ducked the diamond. So at this stage, the robots are home. My partner could have gone up with the king of diamonds and then let a club through. So they had to push clubs through twice from their side. Tricky defense, but it is doable because they know I have king, queen of clubs and not the jack, because earlier on when they poked a club through at trick 2, it went small and I won the queen. So if West had the king, they would have won it here. And I don't have the jack, so they know I need them to push through another club. Okay, on to the final hand. Not an exciting start here. 1 no, 3 no. So on these sorts of hands, counting high card points is usually really relevant because the east hand has given me a very specific total. So I will be able to tell with fairly good accuracy what my partner's point range is. So first choice is what suit to lead, either my 4th highest heart or a spade. I tend not to like leading ace 4th, so I'll try for a spade. Okay, so first of all, that really didn't work. So of leads that fail, that's right up there. I think my partner has 3-2 doubleton spade. Now, let's start by counting points. West has 9 points, and I have 8. So we have 17 points between us. The other hands have 23. East has 15 to 17. So my partner's got 6 to 8. Now, for us to have any chance, I think, well, East has ace, king, queen to 5 spades. So I got 5 spade tricks. Now I need them to have a doubleton diamond and not the... So I want my partner to have king of hearts. King, jack of hearts might be enough. And the ace of diamonds. Okay, so that is not the case. And my partner didn't have what I thought they did. My partner has shown up with no points at this moment, so even though I'm afraid of leading away from my clubs, my partner's actually got good clubs. Okay. So I don't know why my partner didn't put the 6 of spades on, not that it makes any difference. And as it is, leading away from ace 4th heart gives the contract away. Leading away from jack 4th spade gives the contract away. I actually had to be passive or psycho-aggressive leading a... passive leading a diamond or psycho leading king of clubs. Neither of those leads occurred to me at all. And they made 9 tricks. So that was a bit unfortunate. So there's 3 contracts in that we could have beaten. So 1 spade we could have beaten if my partner rose with the king of diamonds. Where's this other one? Trying to think of the hand where my partner, where I threw away a heart. Yeah. 4 spades we could have beaten if I knew my partner had as bad hearts as they did. They led the 3 of hearts. I personally would have led a top club, then considered my options after that. And they have to play a heart at that stage, but then I've got a good picture of what's going on. I can ditch my clubs comfortably. As it was, I thought my partner had better hearts and worse in the other suit, so I thought protecting my minors was more important. And yeah, then this final hand where the lead problem. Anyway, that was hang 10. That gave you a special extra hand that round. Hope you enjoyed it. I will have a brief break and then be back for a commentated play session. If you've got any questions, just feel free to shoot them through. I'll look at them when I'm back. Thanks for watching.